I complained, I ranted, I listed off a lot of reasons, almost like in an essay form, of why there should be a Wonder Woman movie, and I am so happy to have a video now be completely invalid because there is a movie and there are so many good kernels in it. Let's take a quick look, shan't we?
It is our sacred duty to defend the world.
And it's what I'm going to do.
Can't see it on this quality camera, but I've got my hairs all raised and goose pimply. It's not cute up close. But I did enjoy that so much. It was so good. I would venture to say, taken on its own merit, this trailer is the best thing in the DC cinematic universe because it reminded us, or reminded me at least, this is all my opinion, by the way, if that wasn't made abundantly clear, that this was the best part of Batman v Superman, the part where Wonder Woman showed up, the part where her very awesome guitar riff played. I'm so happy with what they've done with this, but I'm going to go through it just a little bit. We have a woman with a scarred face during the chemical test portion of this trailer. I don't know who she could possibly be. She's obviously a foe of some sort. She may be someone well known in the Wonder Woman pantheon, or she may be someone who's an agent of the next character. Actor Danny Huston plays some kind of German general who is using chemical warfare. Perhaps it's mustard gas, perhaps it's something connected to a more mystical force, a classic DC villain perhaps, and some big guns, big explosives, if that big gun explosive was to be trusted. I have a theory that this character is or is somehow connected to a great Wonder Woman villain, Ares. I would argue he's the best Wonder Woman villain because he's not a cheetah lady.
Looks like you're caught before you even got started, Cheetah.
Guess again, Wonder Woman. It's you who have been caught.
There's just a lot of opportunity here to use her mythology background and to use a very well-designed, well-crafted villain that we haven't seen that much at all in any medium except for maybe Injustice Gods Among Us, the video game, which I'm sure you know is not something everyone is exposed to, at least not so far as a huge, big-budget superhero movie like this one. Something I really loved in this was, well, it was things that I was actually really worried about because before this, our most clear view of Wonder Woman, at least on the big screen or in popular mainstream media, was the old Wonder Woman series. And while Linda Carter, again I will say, completely untouchable, there are some very campy elements to that show that could come off as silly. I mean, you do want a balance of fun, but you also need to understand that this needs to be appealing to a wide market. So what they did was they got rid of the classic Wonder Woman, Wonder Woman, which I'm not a fan of, to be honest, with this badass guitar riff. Then they used her accessories, if you will, or her armor, which is she's deflecting bullets like crazy. It doesn't look hokey. It looks strong. It looks forceful and balanced. We have the lasso of truth also making a great appearance, and it's not, I always think of Super Friends in this when it's just like, you tell the truth now, who stole all the pie, something stupid.
And now Wonder Woman's golden lasso of truth. My ears are not the only things that are pierced.
But they made the essence of what her abilities are, or what her, I don't know. If it were Batman, I'd say utility belt, but that's not what she has. Her tools, her weapons. They showed them at their core for what they are, and what they are is really cool and helpful, and I'm really, I'm a little bit tenuous because I have been betrayed by trailers before. We all have. But I feel really good about this. I love the way that they portrayed her. I love the way that I always thought this would be the DC analogy to Thor, because we have someone who's of royal descent from a mythological background, who is a fish out of water. This looks like it's the Captain America of the DC world, which I am more on board for, because I think it's an excellent story that has roots that go back down to the essence of what a superhero is and should be, and why they exist at all. I love the balance also in this of Themyscira being so vibrant. The scene where Steve Trevor's plane is going down, I watched that a few times because it was so gorgeous. It's a little weird, I guess, the geography, but it's so beautiful. And then we contrast that with Man's World, which is very smoky, subdued. And then we see her in her bright, well, I guess comparatively bright colored red and blue costume in that world. It stands out so much, and I love the way that they're juxtaposing that. I really, really have high hopes for this movie. I've heard bad thing rumors, I've heard good things as rumors. I really hope the good things are what actually ends up being the case. Audience, how did you feel about the Wonder Woman trailer? I loved it a lot. Please let me know below in the comments, and please like and subscribe for more.